Have you ever wondered how far you can go or how long you will last if you did not have Google Maps or some other app on your phone to give you directions for every turn? I found out the answer to that question on this day in Andorra. Let me tell you the story. Hello again, this is Sunny and you're watching Sunny Solo, your passport to solo adventure. So we're talking about Andorra, and this was my one and only the full day in Andorra, and this was going to be a challenging day because I had found out that I did not have data connection in Andorra. I don't know if it was possible to get a SIM card there. I did not see many shops that were selling SIM cards, and I had not done enough research, and it was only one day, so I thought I could survive a day. Maybe. The morning was good. I had breakfast in the hotel, and the breakfast was nice because they had continental breakfast, but they were also cooking like hot food if anybody wanted eggs or anything like that. So I got an omelette and I could have fruits and other stuff from the buffet. So that was a good start to the day. Then I got back to my room and I thought I need to go around, see some things even if I don't have Google Maps. So what I did was I asked my best friend ChatGPT. I said can I do some exploring around without having connection? And as usual, it was full of energy and full of optimism, oh yeah, of course we can make a plan, we can do this, we can you can take a screenshot of directions before you leave and you can have the road names and everything, and then you can follow them. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing. I should be able to do that because I was alive before Google Maps was on the picture, and I have gone places without step-by-step directions, so I could do that now. Turns out not so easy. So I got ChatGPT to make a plan for me. There was a trail called Rec del Sola, and it was a nice long trail, about a couple of kilometers or something, and it has lots of nice pictures. I saw that on the map on the internet, yeah, that looks good, let's go for this one. So my plan was to ask the ChatGPT for the directions and then look to the map, and then yeah, that's fine. Took a screenshot of all the directions of the road names as well as the map view. Thought, okay, let's do it. So went outside. Outside was nice, beautiful weather, very cool, lots of sun, and it was Sunday, so large shops were mostly closed, but still were half and half. Some were open as well. But for a shopping, this is not the best day to go. So okay, let's go. Even outside the hotel, I had the connection. I don't know whether the hotel Wi-Fi was so powerful it was reaching across that little stream of water. I don't know. So from there went on, and I was thinking, because the GPS comes from the satellite and not from internet, it should still be able to follow me. No, Google Maps doesn't work very well afterwards. So it was on, but it was not finding me. It was not giving me step-by-step directions. I just had the road names that I could follow. So I got, I think, quite far with that, and then after a while I could not find the road that it was asking me to take. So I tried to find it, went this way, that way. There were not that many people around as well, but I did find some people, so I tried to ask directions from them. They speak Spanish or Catalan, so I did not know either one. And this is how I judge people when I'm traveling. It doesn't matter if they know English or not. It only matters what is their attitude towards me, even when they do not share a language with me. So I've been to many different countries now, and it's different everywhere. You know that France is very notorious about that French people don't like if you speak English. Turns out French is not the worst one. Turkey is the worst one, where if you don't speak their language, they don't like you very much and they let you know. But one of the best ones was Albania, where they do not speak the language, but they still try to help you, whether there's a shop transaction or a taxi ride or whatever. They try their best to help you, and they do not let a customer go. So they find a way somehow. In Andorra also, it was more like Albania, not that resourceful, but they were very much willing to help me. I asked some young people, asked somebody else as well. They were willing to help. They looked at my phone, looked at the road names. They couldn't recognize them. They asked among themselves in their language. They did Google Map search themselves. They could not help me. Like, oh, okay, or whatever. If they can't, they can't. But at least they tried, and they were nice even without knowing my language. They were nice and smiling and helpful. So I did like that in the Andorran people. But after trying a lot, I did find some good views. Like there were some like mountain views and some nice roads. So it was not bad. But it was not a nature trail. It was not what I had come out of the hotel for. Ultimately, I was like, okay, well, I had to give up. So I tried to find, once I got to this point where I was looking for this road, I looked at all the roads from there, could not find. So I have no idea. But as an explorer, I failed miserably. Okay, anyway, so I came back and there was this little church which was quite picturesque. I took some pictures of that, and behind the church there was this lovely open kind of area which had a beautiful view. It also had an Andorra sign, so I took some more pictures there. It was very nice. So it was good, like at least it was worth looking at and worth taking some pictures, even though I could not find the actual trail. And then I found a restaurant. It had seating outside. It was like, summer, August time, late August. So it was beautiful weather. So I took a table there outside and got some food. So for vegetarian food, they had a veggie burger and the Coca Zero. So it was nice. It was one of those moments where you are traveling, and this is like pure joy of traveling, where I could just sit down by the side of the road and have food and watch something on my phone, watch the people, and it was like, it was a beautiful moment. So enjoyed that. And then I asked them how was their tiramisu, and the waiter was like, it's really, really good. I said, okay, let's try it. So I tried tiramisu. I've tried tiramisu in many, many different countries in the world, and it always varies, but I've had some good ones. This was also one of the good ones in Andorra. And with all of that, my bill was under 20 euros. So I was happy with that. Then when I was coming back, I thought I should buy some more socks. And there were some small shops that were open. There was one shop that was like called Urban, and that was open. So I stopped there from the window. I could see that they had shirts and stuff. I tried to go inside, and I stumbled in the doorway. I tried to gain my balance, could not gain back my balance, and I fell on my hands and knees. Not both knees, just hands and right knee. And wasn't much damage, but just the damage to my knee and my dignity. And the knee was only skinned, and dignity bounces back pretty quickly as well. There were a couple of people in the shop. Here's my question: if you do have this kind of an embarrassing fall, is it better if nobody sees you, or if it's better that somebody is there to see you and ask if you're okay? Let me know what's your opinion. I feel like it's better if nobody sees you. But there were a couple of people who saw me and they asked me like, are you okay? But they asked in their language, and I'm like, sorry, don't speak. So they were like, yeah, whatever. Then they moved on. They're like, okay, he looks alright. And so looked at the shirt. The shirts were not I did not buy anything from there. And then because my knee was skin, I could see the red skin. So I thought I should at least, clean it up. I went into a alcohol shop, which was close by to this shop. And by the way, the slope thing where I fell down, it is a very common hazard in Andorra. So I don't know why more people were not falling down or stumbling, but I had this multiple times. I stumbled several times because even on the footpath, this thing is there. And what it is like, when you have a step that you don't expect, and you have to climb up or climb down, and then you'll stumble because you did not see the step. It's not a step, it's just like a sloping footpath or a sloping shop entrance or something. My hotel had that as well, but my hotel had done different carpeting, different color carpeting on both the areas, so you could see that there is something here, so you could avoid, you would not fall. But this shop where I fell down, that did not have that. The carpet was the same color all the way through, so you could not see that there is a slope, so you kind of stumble, you hit your toe on that slope. So just be careful if you go to Andorra. It's a lovely place, worth going though. But because of that, I was like, yeah, I want to get out of Andorra now. So I went into the shop and I thought like I will buy some miniature bottle of alcohol. There were some I could see from the window. When I went inside, I asked them like, what's your cheapest one? And to my amusement, the shopkeeper was actually Indian. So he asked his partner like, okay brother, what's the cheapest one that we have, in Hindi? Oh no, actually Punjabi. So I found some, there was like €1.50, like a tiny bottle. So like cool. So took it back to the hotel, soaked the hanky, the corner of a hanky in that, and then cleaned the knee. By the way, it hurts like hell when you touch alcohol to the exposed skin. I had not expected that. I screamed like a little girl, or maybe like a big bear or whatever. No, I screamed like a manly man. But it was like, I think I might have scared the people in the next room. But I still cleaned it up pretty nicely, and it was okay. It was like not hurting so much that I could not walk at that moment, and I was sure it will be okay the next day. But I was thinking about, when I get back, time to get a tetanus shot and all that. So that was my adventure so far. I'll continue about the dinner and everything in the next one, because I don't want to carry on too much on this, and I'll also tell you the shock that I got at dinner time and my walk in Andorra late night. Yeah, that was something as well. So make sure that you subscribe and keep watching. Don't miss these videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.